I am so hot. How is somebody here already? I literally just got on here 2 seconds ago. Oh well. Oh, sorry about that live the other day. That was ridiculous. I thought it would be cute. I saw other people go under anesthesia, and I thought as long as it's having a pipe shoved up my ass, why not? I do not know how I got it together to even get on the live. I think I had somebody help me, but I'm not sure. But I watched it when I got back home, and I was like, holy shit, that was bad even for me. Yeah, that cutesy wootsy fucking. Oh hey Nigel, that cutesy wootsy like what do they call it? After anesthesia videos. Wasn't so cute when I did it. The new Batman movie looks amazing. I have no idea about Batman. Last one I remember was one with Michael. No, I was gonna say Michael Caine, Michael Keaton back in 88, 89, something like that. I know there was another one with what's his name? That asshole who played American Psycho. Is it Christian Bale? Yeah. Good point. Oh, also, me and him are taping a really, really good podcast tomorrow. It's gonna be our season finale for like a month while I sort horrible shit in my life out. Mainly try to get my brother and his fucking husband out that fucking house. Oh, God. Fucking, you wouldn't believe it. They're pigs. They're fucking. Save it for tomorrow. I'm gonna be extra bitchy, so you're gonna want to see this podcast. I'm gonna be a raging asshole. And Eric's got a special tale to tell. I gotta prep. I gotta fucking prep, so I don't vomit during. I watched your thing on it, Eric. Holy fucking shit! Remember seeing that a while ago with you and your friend Whitey, and I'm just like, oh, oh. I would just die. At that point, I would just die. I'd freaking be like, you know what? I'm not doing it. I'm gonna lay here and die. You want me to do what? No, no. I was reading the other day about people who can't pee, who have to self catheterize themselves every day or something like that. And I'm like, hey, you know what? That's just when it's time to go. No. Yes, they teach you how to put a catheter into your penis and then you just drain all the pee out of it. It's fun. Nope. 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 Love you too. I can't fucking believe. How in the fuck did you have a shitty doctor? Like honestly, I would have been like, get it done now. I don't care what you got to do. I don't care if you got to cut me open and rip shit out. Like, get it now. Now. I'm not doing this for bullshit for a fucking month with you people. But again, we can't get into much into it because it'd ruin our special precious podcast. Oh God. Oh fucking hell. Jesus. You're trying to make me barf. Like right now. Funny is nobody else here knows what you're talking about, but I know everything you're talking about. That was so horrible. Your story already beats mine. Hands down. Although when my asshole fell out, that's gonna have a close second. When I was a kid. But I still say yours is worse. Yeah, I would still say that. I am so hot. Fuck. I know it's August and all, but Jesus Christ. Only thing making this less hell is that it gets darker earlier out now, so it doesn't stay like 90 and horrible out all day. The movies are open. Is anybody gonna go see a movie? I actually am tomorrow. I have been so bored for so many months. You have no clue. With extracurricular activity, there's nothing to do. There's nothing that I would do. I never went to bars anyway. I hate bars. I haven't gone since I was drinking. I know, it's fucking pain in the ass. God, I hate it. 7 to 10 days? Are you serious? Ah, fuck. Like I said, the only good part about that is it gets darker earlier out, so it's not as bad. It just feels kind of like it's getting humid. I don't. You see Teresa? She's here. I don't see her. Where is she? Did I block her or something? I think she told me a while ago I did by accident. I don't know how to undo any of that. Well, if you're here, Teresa, hi. I'll figure it out eventually. I don't fucking know what I did. Honestly. I did it one other time with one dude who was like telling me that I actually blocked him on Monkey's live stream. And he said, I can't comment because Jay blocked me. I'm like, I didn't block any. I don't know how to block people like on the live stream. I had no clue. I must have pressed the button and then shit went south. Ew. 7 to 10 days of 90. I like cool weather. Fuck this shit. I should have been born in like Maine or maybe Canada or something. I've always hated summer. My entire life I've hated summer. I don't like being hot. I don't like being sweaty. I don't like bugs. I don't like humidity. Like people who like love Florida, I don't get you. I don't understand you. People like I love the heat. When it's 90 out, it's awesome. Are you fucking kidding me? No. No, it's not. I hate the summer for other reasons. Like the ones I just listed. Shit. Fall is perfect. To me, that's ideal weather. It's not too cold where you can't like you're freezing your balls off every 5 seconds. It's perfect. Just perfect weather. I mean, depending where you are. We are? Because I don't fucking see her, so that's annoying me. I must have done something, but I can't figure out what it is. I did what Monkey told me to do, like go through YouTube and see anybody I had blocked and unblock them. And I think I saw her blocked, and I know I unblocked her. I pressed the button to unblock. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'll look at it again. YouTube's a pain in the ass. Plus, I do everything on a mobile phone, so I have to like manually type in YouTube Studio, or YouTube desktop version, so I actually get the tiny desktop version on this piece of shit. When I was before that, I probably had 80 people blocked when I was in the fucking hospital. That shit was funny. I'm sorry. That fucking... Let me just say, the drugs they give you for that, way awesome. And I must be really susceptible to drugs, because everybody else told me to kind of be awake during that, like, kind of, sort of. I did. I did get my pancakes. I was very happy. I was like a baby, wasn't I? Pancakes. Somebody better give me pancakes. Like a fucking 3-year-old. I was throwing a tantrum in a fucking colonoscopy place or whatever hospital. What was weird was being in there knowing everybody was in there for the same thing. Oh God. I thought you were making some of those up. I was praying you were making some of those up. Eric was sending me quotes of what I'd said because I was riding home with my brother and I didn't want to like put anything on or whatever, and I was still kind of coming out of it, but I was like, how bad was it? Like, I'm aware now that I went live. I wasn't even sure that I really did for about 20 minutes when I left the hospital. I was like, I think I did. But then I'm like, oh my God, what'd I say? Like, how bad was it? Because there was nobody in the room with me. I think I said on the thing I had somebody help me set it up. Must have been a nurse or something. Because there's no way I could have done that as high as I was. There's no way. But yeah, I asked Eric, I'm like, how bad was it? I'm getting these random, he sends me a couple quotes, like literal, like, you know, transcript of things I was saying. And I was like, oh my God, that was so bad. I was like, he's got to be making like 1 or 2 of these up. This is bullshit. No, it was all true. Sadly enough, it's shit I would say anyway. So, you know, they say the truth comes out when you're high or drunk or whatever like that. That's just me. It was silly. I was just really worried I was going to go in some like angry political or some kind of weird rant about something. And like, only thing I regret is calling the nurse a bitch because she wouldn't get me a brownie. Though, I think it's a good argument to call somebody a bitch if they won't get you a brownie. I'm not saying she's a bitch all the time, but maybe have brownies ready for people after they come out of a colonoscopy. Don't give me graham crackers. She gave me graham crackers. Better yet, she didn't give me graham. She gave me this little fucking mini package of graham crackers. Bitch, I haven't eaten in 2 days. I can handle a graham cracker, like a big one. Give me the box. Matter of fact, I'm about to eat the whole staff here if you don't give me something. Would you like some water? A little fucking shitty cup of water. It's like, I'm already done with the procedure, sweetheart. Can I actually get fluid? Oh, fun little fact too. I don't know if everybody knows this, but you know, sometimes after you get anesthesia, you can't pee right the next day or 2. No one told me that little side effect could happen. Like, I didn't feel like I was... Look at this douche. I saw that. Shut the fuck up, Kyle. Just... He always calls me Cartman, so I said that. Shut up, cat. Monkey can kiss my ass. Monkey can kiss my black ass. Kiss my black ass monkey. Monkey, screw you guys. I'm getting head. I know, I saw that. Shameless self-promotion. You damn right. Hello, we're American. That's what we do. The best. We're the best at that. Shameless self-promotion. We promoted our shit so well over so many countries that other countries can't even make their own shit. They have to look at our shit first. Our music, our movies, you know, because we shove it down your throat. If it ain't from America, it ain't important. We'll promote the fuck out of it. People know our talk shows, like Ellen and all the other bullshit overseas in different countries. We don't know their talk shows. I couldn't name one. I don't know a talk show in Uruguay. I couldn't tell you who is witty and doing a afternoon chat over there. Other people in other countries could tell you exactly what we do. They know what fucking our game shows. I don't know theirs. Except, you know, Kill the Infidel, that game show. I think it's on Iraq TV. Al Jazeera. It's fun ways to kill the infidel. And if you kill the infidel, you get a new car. Presented to you by some bitch in a burqa. Okay, these people on these fucking mini scooters and the skateboards that control themselves. I saw a kid zooming down the street the other day in a skateboard. I'm like, he can't be moving that fast. And then I think my brother told me, oh, he's got a motorized skateboard. Oh, it did sound bitchy, right? Like, geez. I think he was trying to be funny. I think there were a few comments from Monkey like that when I first met him, when I didn't know if he was like trying to have a go at me, as they say in Britain or whatever, but I was like, I was unsure, but he wasn't. No, but back to the assholes on skateboards. You know they have remote control skateboards now where you have the remote in your hand. You don't even have to push the skateboard anymore because you're that fucking lazy. What's the point? Walk. These fucking little fucking pussy scooters too that everybody's on. Like this douche over here. Why? Walk. What's wrong with you? Especially the scooters. They just irk the fuck out of me. Those little fucking, I don't know, like Pedway scooters or some shit like that. It's so fucking, just screams douchebag. You might as well wear a big shirt that says, I'm a fucking douchebag. Well, look at me. I'm the biggest douchebag you've ever met. I saw a few of those. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that if something is motorized, you have to have a license for it. I don't get it. How are they getting away with that? If you get a motorcycle, or even like a shitty like scooter or something like that, you have to get a fucking some kind of license and a plate or something like that. Look at this motherfucker. I swear to God. Let me see if I get him. Like, asshole. Hey. I can't say it. Fuck. Wait, there he is. Why is it so shitty? Oh, he's way over there. Trust me, there's a douche on a fucking scooter. I've seen like 20 of them on the way over here. Seriously, how are they avoiding that? Me and a friend got questioned by a police officer when we were about, I think, 12, 13 years old because we had somehow acquired a motorized, like a go-kart. Like somebody had made one and we had a friend who had it and he let us borrow it. I don't even remember what the circumstance were, but because it had a motor in it, they were telling us that we had to have a license or something. We're like, yeah, okay, fuck you. We'll put it in the yard till you go away and then we'll go cruising it again. It was awesome. But yeah, how the fuck are they doing that? Christ. The worst invention ever was the Segway. That piece of shit. Whose idea was that? Wasn't that Bill Gates or some shit? We need a thing for lazy assholes who can just kind of lean against something and not have to ever walk again. Because it sucks for them. It's just hard. When they have to like move their feet, it's just sad. Nobody wants that. They might, they might sweat like a bit. They might actually like, lose a pound or something like that. It's fucking stupid. I have to say though, I'm a hypocrite because if I was a kid nowadays, I would be fucking hounding my parents for a fucking motorized skateboard and a motorized bike, just to be cool. Fuck. I was a kid. I used to have to drive my friends. We'd switch bikes, and I hated my friend had this big ass 10 speed. You know the 10 speeds back in the day, like they were just huge. They were like monstrous. They had wheels that were like that high. My bike was like a BMX shitty bike. Like, but it was cool. It was easy to ride. I would ride that fucking like circus bike and always fall. And invariably I never understood the controls on the fucking 10 speed. I didn't get why sometimes I was like it was like my feet were stuck in quicksand or something. And other times it was the whole bike was too loose and I'm just fucking driving the street like an asshole. I got in so many bike accidents when I was young. Fuck helmets. We survived. We didn't have any helmets or little knee pads or pussy elbow pads and shit like that. You skinned your shit. That's how you became a man. You skinned your shit. Your parents came out, put horrible burning ointment or whatever it was on it, alcohol. You screamed like a bastard, and they taped you up. That was it. It was really bad. You go get stitches or something like that. Now, don't forget your helmet and put little Johnny in his. Why don't you have little Johnny in a bubble while you're at it? Just put him in styrofoam. Wrap him up. Just wrap him completely up like a little asshole so he can't even breathe, and then put him on the bike. And only let him go like 1 mile an hour barely. Do you know the injuries I saw growing up with kids? One of my best friends fell out of a fucking tree, like a huge tree. He climbed all the way to the top, fell. Spread eagle. He fell, and there was his backyard had this fence. He fell right on the pole. I'm not kidding you. And it was me and a bunch of other guys, and we all collectively went, oh, oh. He landed on his balls from very, very falling, and literally did this number and fell off the fence and, was unconscious for a minute. I thought the best thing to do, I was like, leave him be unconscious. Don't wake him up because he's going to start screaming. Leave him. Hopefully he died. The worst thing I ever saw in my life, and I'll never forget it, was not me, but a friend of my brother's was riding his bike, and his bike, I don't know what you call it. You know the part by the chain? I don't know what you call it. It was like the thing that housed the chain. It was very sharp and metallic because it was an old bike. He fell over on this bike, right? I didn't see him fall over, but I saw him get up. Fell over on his bike, and apparently what the bike did was cut him behind his calf. So the whole back of his calf was a big flap of skin hanging off. Like it literally cut his calf in half. And the back of his calf was hanging. He got up and he didn't know it. And he starts walking towards my brother and his friends. They were all friends. And I'm standing on my porch like, and no one said anything. We were all just sitting there in horror. It didn't bleed. It was barely bleeding. That was the weird part. But you could see the fleshy muscle and shit like that. And I was just like, and then finally one of the little, when his little friend's kid said, "Oh my God, look at your leg." And that's when he turned around, looked at his leg, and he screamed like a fucking girl, and I don't blame him. Ugh. That might be a little worse, but this was pretty bad. This kid didn't know he was injured. He had no clue. I guess it wasn't painful or something like that. But then he saw that, and holy fuck, he wailed and fell on the ground. I remember the lady his mom came out and put like a towel, and I somehow was being a good person for like 5 seconds, and I ran up to my house, and I got a towel, another one to wrap his fucking leg up in to secure his flesh. There was bits of flesh on his bike. It was so fucking nasty. It was the nastiest thing I ever saw. I saw him at a funeral years later, like about 10 years ago, maybe longer. And I said, "You remember that thing that happened to you? That's gross." He said, "Yeah, I remember. Here, look." He showed me. He has a huge scar to this day with gnarly, looks like, it was bad. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I thought they did a better job. He's like, "No, it was bad." I'm like, "Look, but that's bragging points. That's big dick points right there. Come on." I've been arguing with Rose McGowan all day on Twitter. Basically yelling at Rose McGowan. Not that she's been answering me. That bitch annoys me so much. I fucking can't stand her ass. Oh, I ripped my knee open as a kid. That's the closest I got to it. That was really bad though. I couldn't walk right for like a month. And every time I'd walk, I'd get that weird fleshy, a weird like pus. It was like green and sick because I think it was infected. It was bad. But now that bitch fucking, she's annoying the fuck out of me. She just goes at everybody with no solution. Like, I don't care what side of the political spectrum you're on. Like, Alyssa Milano was saying something about, Democrats and they've done this. And Patricia Arquette was saying something. And every tweet these bitches, and only because they're famous, every tweet they were putting out about something, Rose McGowan's like, Joe Biden's a rapist. And have you forgotten that Democrats, they were the first to own slaves, everything like that. It's like, bitch, who are you? Just who the fuck are you? Shut the fuck up. It's like, you are such a needy whore. So basically, I was just like, listen, I started yelling at her basically on Twitter. I was like, listen, you irrelevant bitch. I'm like, you sit there like you're Jesus. First off, you're not. Secondly, it's like, then what are your solutions to everything? I mean, you have all these opinions, and interestingly enough, you only go at other celebrities and like to point out they're in a big cult, which you were happy to be a part of when people wanted you in movies. But now that you're not, cutesy anymore and, you're borderline an old bag, they don't want you in a fucking movie anymore. Now you have a problem. Now Hollywood's evil. It's just bad. How dare I? But she was just going nonstop. And fucking Patricia Arquette got her really fucking good. Look, it's just her going after celebrities is what irking me. I don't care what the fucking celebrity's talking about. It's like, it would be like if I shit on everything somebody said without my alternative of what maybe should happen. You're just shitting on everybody. And she's just doing it because they're other famous people, and she wants to seem like she's, Captain Sabaho of Hollywood, and she's, she thinks she's fucking Jesus. I'm telling you right now. And then, as you pointed out, and other people pointed out, like, you worked with a convicted child molester. All these people that you're calling out and complicit in the system, you took a paycheck from a convicted rapist. And this was like 2004, 2005, when Google was widely available, and you knew, because someone had told you there was somebody yelling about him being a pedophile, and you asked, and you're like, gee, that's weird. But you never thought to Google it, because if somebody said, hey, this guy's a pedophile, I'm Googling it, and I'm going to look. And I would have quit the fucking movie, you bitch. She's such a fucking asshole, this bitch. Swear to God. Everything's just everything. That was what was getting me too. She's ripping Biden apart. Now, whatever you think of Biden, fine. But I'm like, do you know him personally? That woman's story was already like changed so many times that it's not even funny. I don't believe her. I'm sorry. That's my option. I don't believe her. I think she's lying. Sorry. I think the bitch is lying. Sorry. But she goes on just saying he's rapist, how horrible he is. He's they have all these photos with him like having his shoulders on people. We all knew people like that. It didn't mean they were rapists and shit like that. We all knew touchy-feelies. They were like that with everybody. They were just one of those huggers and like always put their arm around you type of motherfucker and shit like that. But now that means automatically you're a rapist. No, it fucking doesn't, bitch. I'm like, did you ever meet him? Did you ever have one-on-one contact with him? Did you ever see him do something that would make you think that way? Do you have proof? Not some chick said something and you're running with it because you need attention so badly because nobody will even dick you anymore. I mean, but she's fucking, look at her Twitter. She was going off today, and I just could not help myself. I literally woke up, I saw the first tweet was from her, and I just saw she was going after, like, Patricia Arquette and everybody else. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Then we should have understanding. Such an asshole, that bitch. Swear to God. Honey, if you want to be, this leader of a movement and all that, and, minus whatever happened to you with Weinstein and all that, like, don't be a fucking hypocrite. How about that? But Patricia Arquette, that's what she said. Patricia Arquette got her really good. She's like, she said something about her family or something like that, and Rose McGowan thought she was schooling her, and Patricia Arquette goes, well, my family marched for the Union or something like that. What did your family ever do for America? You know what Rose McGowan's answer was? Fuck you. Fuck you. Because she had no answer, because the bitch served you. I was like, finally, one of these people, that's what irks me too, is nobody will answer her back. Or they'll just be like, she's gone through a lot. And nobody ever, I want to see Alyssa Milano once go, you cunt. You motherfucking cunt. Listen, shut the fuck up, cunt. Why is my name still in your mouth? But seriously, we haven't worked together in forever, bitch. Fuck you. You were all, I want to just tell stories like, listen, you were sniffing coke on the set of Charmed. I always hated you and that Cyclops bitch, Shannon Doherty. Fuck you, bitch, okay? Matter of fact, come here. I will whoop your motherfucking ass. Somebody needs to be real with her ass. Somebody say something already. Jesus. This fucking polite Hollywood shit. She went after Meryl Streep, everybody else. I wish Meryl Streep would have given her the finger. I swear, take a picture of her doing one of these, right at that fucking crazy bitch. She looks like a Q-tip, by the way, now. And her white hair and her fucking... Go get some more collagen in your lip, bitch. Oh, she just irks. She's one of the ones on Twitter irks me the most. Meryl is no better. Listen, I'm just coming from a point of view as they're acting. That's what, and your career. Whatever Meryl thinks, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what John Voight thinks. I don't give a shit what, when everybody's mad he's a Republican. I don't care what these actors think. That's the problem with most of these actors. I don't give a fuck what you think. Okay? But you're allowed to say it. Fine. Meryl Streep. Now, did she know? Maybe. But I'm going to fucking defend these people a little bit here. No, that's a problem. Wait, who applauded Roman Polanski? Rose McGowan or Meryl? Meryl? Yeah, that's some hypocritical shit. That's a part that she does have that, what's her name? Q-Tip does have a point. I do understand what you're saying as far as, this culture that's out there is, Roman Polanski's off limits. I mean, there are celebrities who are like, no, fuck that guy, seriously. But there's others who I just don't understand why you support this guy. But no, I'm just talking about their political beliefs and everything like that. I care about their career. That's all. If they can act, cool. If they can't, whatever. No, that's true. I will defend some of the people, not the ones who are hypocritical like that, applauded Polanski, but the people who maybe said they didn't, like Natalie Portman, who didn't really know about Weinstein. The thing is, I'm sure in Hollywood, like everywhere else, or, like a small town or something, you hear rumors. You probably always hear rumors, but maybe you didn't have the experience. So maybe you didn't know. Maybe you really did not know for a fact that this guy was some kind of rapist or something. Maybe you heard conflicting stories. That's possible. That's very possible. Okay? This all shit didn't blow up till a few years ago. So I believe there were some people who really weren't sure. Did Stevie's Jeep get fixed? Does it look like it? I'm picking him up, aren't I? Actually, it did. It's coming back today, I think, and then... No, not today. It did come back today, but it was at his house. He was working already. Right. Certain people knew. Definitely. But I'm saying, I also believe, which is everybody in Hollywood, she's calling out every actor who wouldn't say that they knew for sure he was a rapist and now decide to say something about it. Maybe they really didn't know. It's like you hear rumors about people all the time. You might hear the same rumor about somebody. It's like if I heard a rumor that Stevie was killing squirrels and eating them, and a bunch of people were talking about it. I've heard that rumor. I never saw it. And nobody I know saw it, maybe. So am I to just sit there and assume that it's true and just start yelling at him about it when I don't know? She wanted everybody to be all boisterous about it years ago. It's like, I don't think a lot of these people did know. I think there was a lot that did, but I think it was more like producers, directors, definitely a couple celebrities. But I don't think every fucking celebrity knew who ever worked with the guy. I think you hear shit and you're like, gee, if that's true, that's fucked up, but I don't fucking know. You're not gonna go ask him. Hey, are you all rapey and shit? Do sexual assault? Okay, if you were somebody who is gonna try to feel up an actress in a hotel room, what would be your MO? Trying to catch him. Look, Karma got his ass right away. We don't gotta worry about him. Didn't he get hunched over and fucking get 80 heart attacks or something like that? Guy, he looks like 90 now. You would think having money and power, you could buy as many hookers as you wanted. You could buy really, really hot girls. You could rent them constantly. You would never miss any money. I don't understand why you just didn't do that. The finest escort, he could have gotten 20 escorts at once. He could have had an orgy every night with the amount of money this man had, rather than having to be a creep. If they're consenting and they're getting paid and all of that, fine. You could have done that. I don't know why you had to take it out. It's so fucking nuts, though. I never understood why any guy does. But again, I almost having a problem with this whole culture about, I know it's a power thing, but it could be a power thing even with them. You're already powerful. I just don't get it. You already know you're powerful. You have control over these films. You can make or break directors. I mean, there's enough power. There are power hungry people who get to that level and they're satisfied with that power. And they, they're not nice about it. Not all of them go to that other dark side and start like, well, now I got to get, super powerful over here as far as sexual assault goes. I don't know. And plus, then that was the weird thing too. Like, now I don't approve of this, but McGowan outed a guy, and maybe somebody here knows who the director is. Some director that she was nice about outing it, which was weird. She said, I always never said anything about you because, and I'm, paraphrasing, I thought it was a consensual sexual relationship I was in with you. I remember you were very well endowed. And then she goes, but I was 15. And that was wrong. And I just want an apology. It's not that he didn't rape her. He didn't forcibly put himself on her, but he was a grown man, apparently having sex with a 15-year-old. That's fucked up. Legitimate gripe there. Now, did he know she was 15? I mean, did she tell you, say, I'm 15 fucking years old? So I'll tell you a story right now. I knew some girls that I went to school with who were in 8th grade. These girls looked like they were 17, 8 years old, and one of them was dating a high school guy who may have been 18. She lied to him and said she was in high school, and looking at her, he had no idea she was in elementary school. You would have believed it. You would have never questioned this girl's age as being 18. You would have never done it. She said she was a senior at another school. She would call him from the payphone at our school and say she was on lunch or something like that. She was dating this dude. He had no clue that he was dating somebody who was in 8th grade, not senior year. And by looking at her, you wouldn't have thought it. Alexander Payne, is that the guy? What did he do? What movie did he do? Never heard of the guy. Listen, we just scratched the surface. We know there's a bunch of fucking perverts out there. Come on. I just hate when people do pile-ons and they really don't know. Like, people who pile on anybody with a sexual assault and they have no idea. 15-year-old Rose. I mean, I'm sure he knew that she was young. I don't know. I don't know the story. Did she say how old she was back then? Did she tell him? I mean, the only way I could think he would definitely know is if she A, told him, or B, if she had tried to work on some film with him and she had to sign some contracts or something because she was a minor. Then he would have definitely known. But it's very possible a girl didn't say her age and the guy just never questioned it. I'm not saying the guy shouldn't question it. Definitely should. Definitely should. 27. 15. All right, well, if he knows he's a piece of shit and we should castrate him, no problem. Got it. But my point is that sometimes there are girls who don't say how old they are. Now it's up to the guy that should ask. Oh, he's an asshole, yeah. I believe that. And I definitely believe Kevin Spacey's another. Like, I'm a proud gay man. Because you got caught, like, fucking going after young kids, now you're a proud gay man. Okay. There's lots of proud gay men who don't go after young guys. I didn't mean to laugh at that. He showed her a softcore porn and then banged her and left her in a street corner. Where did he find her? Was he like, this some fake audition or something? Like, how the fuck does this happen? Where is this girl's parents? I mean, I know one of them was in a cult, but shit, didn't she have anybody? God damn. I'm just picturing it like he pulled up to some girl in the street. It's like, you want to come to my house and see a movie I made? Cool, come on. Look at this porn. Okay, let's have sex now. Get the fuck out. Where's the nearest street corner? Get out. Well, she seems to think she had some kind of relationship with him. From what I gathered, stuff she had said. Or maybe it's just consenting. I don't fucking know anymore. If men violate women, they should be killed. All right? There. And if they know that they're underage, bad. Don't. Why? We had two girls get in my best friend's car when I was like 22. They needed a ride. We were talking to them at the bowling alley. And I remember talking to these girls, unsure of how, they said they were like 20. They said this about the same age as we were. But there was something in my mind that was like, this girl, I don't think she's telling us the truth. It's just little things, like she didn't have a license and shit. And not that that means you're younger, but I was just kind of like, and she wanted us to like go hang out, and my friend wanted to fuck her. I knew he wanted to fuck her. And I'm just like, I literally told him, I said, ask her for fucking ID. And he's like, what? I said, ask her for ID. I said, don't let her get in the car until you see ID for her and the other chick. I said, because I don't think they're fucking 20. And he thought I was being ridiculous, but he did ask, and she came up with every reason not to show her ID. And I'm like, this is a bad scene, dude. I said, this is a bad, I'm telling you right now, something's not right with this. Sure enough, her friend narked on her. She was like 15 or 14. And no, she didn't get any ride. My friend was like, jailbait, fuck this. And we were just like, okay, cool. Bye. We can hang out and talk with you here at the bowling alley, but bitch, no. Didn't mean he still didn't want her. He just knew what was right and he knew what was wrong. I could tell though, he so wanted to believe she was of age. He wanted to. You could tell look in his eyes. He was pained by it. I'm like, you gotta ask for ID. He's like, no, I think she's telling the truth. I'm like, dude, come on. Ask for ID. And her friend finally just blurted out. It's no big deal. She's like 15. As her friend, she was so pissed at her friend. I'd be pissed at her. And her friend was 7, by the way. No, I'm kidding. Something told me she rode a tricycle up there. I was just like, something's not right. You sure you're 20? She was sipping a juice box too. I'm like, I don't know. This doesn't seem right to me. She had pigtails and shit. It really got me that she might be younger than 20 when she kept saying, me liking me kitty. I'm like, I don't think you're 20. She had a Cabbage Patch doll too with her. Isn't that normal? Almost 20-year-old girls have that with them. Oh, fuck. You notice though nobody really seems to give a shit if it's a young guy and an older girl. Just recently, like they've started busting teachers like who fucking, fucking like young guys, like 12 or 13. But nobody makes this big stink about it when it's a young kid. When it's a guy like 13, 14, he's fucked some like 22-year-old, 23-year-old. Like, awesome. I knew guys who did that. I knew guys, like I said, my best friend in high school had sex with a teacher. She was 26, 20 something like that. He was 15. He looked a lot older, but he was 15 fucking years old. She was technically a pedophile then. But, he didn't go home and cry at night. Mm-hmm. But I gotta question those teachers. What's up with that? If you're a hot chick, what? Honestly, you can pretty much get anybody you want if you're a hot chick. What makes you go, man, that 14-year-old has got it going on? Like, that fucking crazy bitch. What's wrong with you? It's because they show more attention or something like that? Any guy will show attention to you long enough just to get in your pants. Come on. So if that's what they're seeking, I don't get it. Is it worth risking your I guess it is for them. Risking your job and your career. And some of these bitches are married. I feel so bad for their husbands who are now just, whether they want to believe it or not, cucks. Jeez. I never understand when good-looking people do crazy shit like that. Like that, what's his name? Chris Watts motherfucker who killed his wife and his kids. They look like the picture-perfect fucking couple. He got mad at her because he was afraid she's going to divorce him. And so he starts strangling her and then decides, fuck it. As long as I got rid of her, I got rid of the kids too. What the fuck? No, you don't. Was there like not a week or 2 weeks of weighing all the options before killing? Could get a divorce. I could just fucking cheat on her. I did cheat on her, actually. I could get another chick on the side, pretend I'm cool with her, and just, let me see. Nah, I gotta kill her. Fuck. Never get it. The best thing about the Chris Watts thing is watching him, knowing that he did it, and then seeing that those tapes where the police, he's looking at like surveillance. He didn't know his neighbor had like camera surveillance footage. And the police are over there saying, hey, did you see this? Come here, Mr. Killer. Come here. Look, they got surveillance about the time you left and all that. Oh, wow, really? And he's trying to make up every excuse on the planet. It's like everybody knows he did it. And he's just trying to think of a way out of it. Fucking hell. I'm too paranoid to kill somebody. There's no way. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't think murder is always the first option. That's far down the line. Unless somebody's trying to kill you or some shit like that. Come on. Is there... to me, you're just not a creative thinker at all. If you have to go straight to murder. Like, nah, I gotta kill my wife. I don't want to leave her. I don't want to get half my shit. I just gotta kill her. No. You need a vicious attorney. You don't need to go to murder right away. Oh, these people are all nuts, though. Only reason I know about him is because it kept popping up on my YouTube feed all the time. I'm like, who is this fucker, and why are we concerned? I know he killed somebody, but why is it just, because they're white and good looking, so it mattered. Back in the day, there would have been a movie of the week or some shit about that. Shit, I'm old enough to remember Amy Fisher. Anybody remember that crazy bitch? The prostitute, the teenage one who went and shot the lady in the face and like made her look like Popeye? And they made like 3 movies about her that all aired on the same night with different girls playing her. Like Alyssa Milano played her, Drew Barrymore played her, and some unknown bitch. I mean, nobody died, and so it was a horrible story, but nobody died. It wasn't like that serious. Oh, did you see that porn? What a fucking awful porno. Yeah, I'm sitting here playing with myself, getting my pussy wet. Yeah, because she's sexy. And remember, she's fucking a guy that looks just like the Buttafuoco dude in the porno. And did she marry that dude too or some shit? That bitch got some major issues with that dude. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting all creamy and shit. Yeah. Oh, I'm just so fucking horny. It makes me want to shoot somebody. I mean, have sex. And that chick went above and beyond. The lady got shot in the face to finally, after she got over her anger, which she was right to be angry, to like help her get out, remember? Like said, listen, I don't think it's good for her to be in there, blah, 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 blah. And then the bitch comes out, was the first thing she did. She's photographed walking with Joey Buttafuoco. I would have been like, you dirty bitch. You dirty bitch. I helped your ass get out of fucking prison. I felt bad because you were younger. You dirty... I would have... Listen, no cop would have arrested her at all if she'd found where she lived and kicked the crap out of her. Nobody. Who's the worst lay, her or Paris Hilton? I saw both porns, and I'm going to say Paris. At least you could kind of tell Amy Fisher was alive. Paris Hilton, it's a corpse. It's necrophilia. It's self-indulgent necrophilia. I mean, when she was given, a BJ to that one dude, she's looking at the camera every 5 seconds. She had to be on a cell phone, too. But other than that, that's hot. That's hot. That's hot. Oh. How is she still a thing? I mean, Nicole Richie at least had the decency to disappear. And being, like, non-important anymore. Why is she still... YouTube channel making a documentary that people are supposed to care about? No, nobody cares. Nobody cares about you. You're a rich, spoiled asshole. I don't give a fuck what you have to say about anything. I'm a businesswoman. I have lots of meetings. I have a really full life. Every day I'm meetings and more meetings about having meetings. Sometimes I have meetings about having meetings about having meetings. It's hot. I don't say that anymore. I say something else. It's sliving. Slaying, living, sliving. It's catching, right? All the grade school kids like it now, right? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. She was never hot. I don't know who told her she was. She looked like a tranny. Like if I saw her walking down the street, I'd be like, hey bro, what's up? Like I'd be like, that's a tranny. No, I mean I'm decent, okay, tranny, but that's a tranny. I wouldn't even say decent, wasn't curvy at all. She's a big gangly fucking thing. She's like that tree person from like fucking what, Lord of the Rings or whatever. She's big gangly. She's like a branch with like straw hair who has a bad attitude about everything. A bad attitude could be at least interesting if you're witty or something like that. See, her little sidekick back in the day, the Simple Life thing. At least she was funny. At least she was witty with some of the shit she'd say. The Nicole chick, this bitch wouldn't say anything but, yeah, we don't like that. Yeah. Flat as a port, easy to know. And Shannon Doherty called her the Easy 8. I love that shit. The good old days when Shannon Doherty was punching people in clubs. That was awesome. Just beating up other cast members on 90210 and just making girls cry. That's awesome. Those were the good days. Tori Spelling was afraid of her. And we had Courtney Love punching random bitches in the face, other rock chicks all the time, getting arrested for beating up stewardesses, and kicking some reporter in her vagina who wrote a bad article about her in Rolling Stone. Like literally in like some bar she saw her and just went up to her and grabbed her by the hair and kicked her in the vagina. It's like, come on, those days, those are the best. Oh, Shannon would whoop her ass. Shannon would fuck her up. We all know Rose can't fight. Come on. Rose is like a little chihuahua. This is one of those, all bark, no bite. She couldn't do shit. She'd like bite her ankle or something like that. Shannon Doherty would beat the shit out of her. Shannon Doherty versus Courtney Love. Courtney Love would kill her. Courtney Love's like an Amazon bitch. And plus she's got that, crazy like junkie strength and shit. I don't think she ever feels the hits. And she's just erratic, so she's erratic when she's fighting. I remember, what was Lollapalooza, where she came out and she had a cast on her arm and someone had to play the guitar for her, and she literally gets in the microphone and goes, sorry, I can't play guitar because I punched some bitch in the face backstage. And it was some girl from another band who had made some joke about Kurt, and apparently she decided to deck her and then go out and, sing Violet. She was awesome. No way, I disagree. I think fucking Courtney's got the height. Courtney's got that Amazon type body thing, because I don't think Shannon's actually that big of a chick. I think, and let's be real, Shannon's always grown up. I mean, she's Hollywood tough. She's growing up in the hills and everything. Courtney was in strip clubs and shit like that at the age of like 10 and fucking fist fighting other bitches and tenement slums and crap like that. Like, I think she's got that street edge too, so I would say her. I'd say she'd fuck her up. Sharon Osbourne was pissed at Courtney because she blamed Courtney for like getting her kids like drugs or giving them. Maybe she did, I don't know. But even Sharon Osbourne wouldn't fucking fight Courtney Love. There ain't no way. Oh, like fucking Courtney wouldn't. Shit, you don't trust her. That's if she could get to the brick. That junkie would be on her so fast, I'm telling you. She'd punch the fuck out of her. I could never see her as really super like tough, not tough, but she was being interviewed one time. It was a long time ago. And some other chick had pissed her off and she was trying to have this interview with MTV, and there I saw the change. Like she was fixated on this bitch who did her wrong. And she was just, yeah, so my album is coming out. Like she was going to fuck her up. She was going to fuck her up. And I was like, that's the Courtney that's fucking people up. That bitch right there. Not this girl slurring her words and on a guitar. It's the bitch I just saw change personalities right in front of me. Now, Shannon beat playing asshole. Let's not get it twisted. She beat Kelly up. I never knew that till fucking Tori Spelling's book came out. She had a bad day one time on the set of 90210, and I think fucking the blonde said something to her she didn't like. She started slapping the fuck out of her in the parking lot. Shit. I'm like a good American. I just read the good parts in the bookstore and then I left. I didn't buy the stupid book. I went straight to 90210 drama. I'm like, I want to read what Shannon Doherty did. I want to know what all those tabloids were about. It did not disappoint. She would tell Tori Spelling who to be friends with and who not to be friends with. And Tori would listen to her because she admitted in her own words she was terrified of her. You're assuming that Shannon's that smart. I don't know. I don't know if she would think that, like, go for that kind of fighting that we would think. We've been in fights and shit like that. She's been in Hollywood, brawls and stuff. They're different. If she was fighting some bitch in Compton or something like that, or some junkie house somewhere, I'd be like, okay. I'm not saying she ain't tough. I'm saying she's Hollywood tough. There's a fucking difference. I think you've only been exposed to a certain amount of shit, kind of growing up always in Hollywood, always being kind of famous. Like, I don't know if you've really met some bad motherfuckers. But she did punch that black chick out. Maybe. Nah, if I'm a betting man, I would have to bet on Cordy. I think it'd be a good fight. But I don't see her winning. Shannon versus Kelly Osbourne. Shannon. Hands down. How about Shannon versus the blonde from 90210 and Tori Spelling at the same time? I'm still saying Shannon. Shannon versus Tori Spelling, the blonde from 90210, and a midget. Shannon. Midget be jumping on her back like, hey, fuck you, punching her in the head. She'd still be fucking everybody up. She'd beat the other two girls up with the midget. Oh, fuck. Well, they got into a brawl, shit. Apparently, they had to be broken up, so it wasn't like she was getting her ass whooped. Like, they were both going at it pretty hard from what I read in that book, so I'm like, maybe the blonde's got some skills. We don't know. I mean, Tori is just sitting there crying, but we don't know about the others. I think it was probably just a white girl shit, They probably just grabbed hair and didn't let go. Probably one of those things. They didn't want to go too far to get fired, either one of them. Although eventually she did. Man, that girl, how did she got away with some shit. I gotta admire her. Got fired by Aaron Spelling, then got rehired as the star of another hit show after she got fired. Oh yeah, Kelly, she'd pee herself. And then she walked away from Charm. I was like, what's wrong with you? Over and over, you've gotten gift after gift after gift. I don't know how. I mean, Aaron Spelling was a powerful guy. He hired you again after firing your ass, and you're just like 2 seasons. Fuck this. I don't like Alyssa. Fuck that bitch. I'm leaving. Let Rose McGowan deal with her. I don't fucking want to deal with her. I do think probably Alyssa is a little bit of a bitch. That's what I'm getting. I'm not totally defending her here. Probably a diva. A little bit. That's what I'm thinking. Because it can't always be everybody else. I mean, Shannon didn't like her. It's like, okay, Shannon's difficult. Rose didn't like her. A lot of people didn't like her. She probably showed up at the mansion. I want a show. I will fuck your daughter up. I will set this motherfucker on fire. Give me another show. Okay. Give her another show. I don't like it anymore. I'm leaving. Whatever you want. He had a black eye. Nobody asked. What is the losing her hair? So did she have COVID or is she full of shit? Like, I don't know what her deal is. I don't really pay attention to her. I did see something about her hair falling out. Like, have we confirmed she actually had COVID or she just want attention? I don't know who to believe anymore with this shit. Yes, there's some celebrities who have gotten coronavirus, but like her, don't know. If her hair fell out, fuck. Was the hair in her head or was her pubes? That's how you can tell if it's corona. If it's corona, your pubes fall right off. I'm so sick of this corona shit. She's saying COVID caused her hair loss and showed a video of her brushing it and coming out. So she was pulling her own hair out? Okay, if she wants to. I don't get her. She was hot though. Come on. Alyssa Milano. Fucking, I saw her in that Poison Ivy movie. That bitch was hot. Drew Barrymore was only hot in one thing to me, Poison Ivy. If you ever saw that movie, she's smoking in Poison Ivy. Oh yeah, they're all fucked up. Except the soccer mom one. I don't think she's that crazy. What's the other one? Holly something? The other charm chick? Like, I think she's just like a mom type. Like, I don't think she's too nuts. I don't think she does anything weird. The others are all in head cases, but I think she just kind of stays out of it. You know? Like, oh, you girls. Doesn't know what to do and just like, fuck it. I'm gonna collect the check. Oh, I'd pay to see a Charmed reboot with them all together. Did I discuss why I was in the hospital? No, but you have to get my podcast for that. I will discuss it tomorrow. Dude, Poison Ivy, I'm telling you. Look at, do you ever see that movie? She was smoking hot in that fucking movie. I don't know what they did to her for that movie. She was thin, killer body, long body, she was hot. I get what you're saying. Every other time she's like a little chubby bunny. Quit self-promoting, I know. Yeah, burned your ass, didn't it? Listen, you bitch. That pissed you off. I could tell. You feel some type of way about that shit still. You need to confront him. That chapped your asshole. Burned, pissed Eric off. You put a hair up his fucking ass. Monkey, what did you do? Pissed my buddy off. He's mad. That's been chapping at you. I can tell. That's been needling in your ass. Like, oh, motherfucker, what are you sending me? Oh my God, I know it did. You know, I know another way, unfortunately, that we are too much alike. This is getting scary. That's the only reason I know how to do that fucking much. The only reason. I have done that so many times. Stared at a comment. Oh God. You should. Just go off. He'll cry. He'll have hurt feelings. Like, why didn't he act like he didn't do anything wrong? Oh, that's been eating at you. I fucking love it. I know it. I know that feeling. I fucking so know that feeling. Someone's always told me, you know, about a comment. Like, I didn't mean it that way, but I'm still sitting there, like, secretly, like, fuck you. Like, just fuck you. The worst is when everybody else tells you that somebody didn't mean something that way, but you still think that. That's happened so many times where like, no, you're totally, it's you. It's you. You're reacting now. It's you. And I'm like, yeah, because it's the way I fucking perceived it, so it matters. Fuck you. I'm gonna ask the motherfucker about what happened in 3rd grade, because I'm pissed off. Oh, the move is another thing. Look, I'm signing off pretty, like, actually now, but my podcast will be on tomorrow. Not up tomorrow. We're taping it around 5-ish, 6 Central, so we'll probably be done 7:30 Central, so I'll be up then. It's on Anchor FM. I'll leave a link on my community post. I always do in my podcast, but we'll tape it and we're going to talk about some really good shit, because quite frankly, to talk about the stuff we're going to talk about, YouTube, I got to worry about them anyway. There, I don't have to worry. It's going to be heinous. Trust me. I'm mad about shit going on with the apartment. We've had our own little medical things going on. They're disgusting that we'll talk about. It's going to be a good one. I usually don't promote this hard, but like, trust me, this is right up there with Piggy Patterson. Like, it's going to be good. And it's our season finale, our first one, and our next season will be back in about a month, because I have to sort shit out and kick people out of my house. See? Teaser. All right. I'm going to bail. It's been real. Eric, we will talk tomorrow, and then you can be I'll give you the first 10 minutes to be cunty towards Monkey. So rip him. Rip him. He's still pissed. He's still... God, you're irked. Fuck. Shit. Are we related? God, this is fucking... It's too weird. Ah. This is too much. Too many similarities here. I don't know. All right, bro. Talk to you tomorrow. Thanks, guys, for hanging out.